Halloween is meant to be a night of harmless fear, a night when monsters, ghosts, and killers exist only in our imagination. But every once in a while, the monsters become real. This is a real Halloween night murder, a story that proves the scariest costumes are the ones that don't come off. Now, the world is filled with thousands of terrifying Halloween night stories, but this one is so shocking, it changed Halloween forever. Halloween morning in 2010, 16-year-old Devon Griffin returned home from church, expecting just another normal day, maybe a few leftover pieces of candy and a quiet Sunday morning. But when he stepped through the door, the house felt heavy. The air was still and too quiet. He called out for his mom and his stepdad, but there was no answer. As he walked down the hall toward their bedroom, something caught his eye. He began noticing red stains on the floor. He pushed open the door, and that's when his world shattered. His parents, William Bill Liske Sr. and Susan Liske, lay lifeless in their bed. Next to them, his brother Derek Griffin had been brutally beaten. For a moment, Devon thought it had to be a prank, some awful Halloween joke. But the smell of gunpowder and blood told him the truth. Someone had slaughtered his family. Investigators determined the murders had happened late on October 30th or in the early hours of Halloween morning, inside their quiet home in Martin, Ohio. The killer was William B.J. Liske Jr., Bill's 24-year-old son from a previous marriage. B.J. had always struggled with mental illness, diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, and his relationship with his stepmother had long been violent and unstable. That Halloween weekend, he'd been gone hunting and drinking with his father. No arguments, no signs of what was coming. But later that night, something inside him snapped. Police believe BJ attacked Derek first, striking him repeatedly with a claw hammer while he slept, making sure the noise wouldn't wake his parents. Then, he walked quietly to the master bedroom, raised a gun, and shot both Bill and Susan as they slept. When the sun rose on Halloween morning, BJ was gone, fleeing to a family hunting cabin over 170 miles away. But it didn't take long for police to find him. During a call from jail, his mother asked him why he did it. He simply said, "I wasn't in my right mind." In 2011, B.J. Liske pleaded guilty to 3 counts of aggravated murder, ultimately avoiding the death penalty, but receiving life in prison without parole. 4 years later, in 2015, he was found dead in his cell. A self-inflicted wound ended his life at the age of 29. And if the family hadn't suffered enough, that same Halloween weekend, Bill's sister Susan Dunmeyer died in a house fire. A chilling coincidence that left the surviving relatives haunted for years. In Martin, Ohio, Halloween would never again be the night of costumes and candy. It would forever be remembered as the night a family was destroyed by one of their own. Halloween has always been a night for ghosts, demons, and monsters. But this story proves the real monsters aren't hiding inside a haunted house. They're walking among us. So this Halloween, when you put on your costume and step into the dark, remember, not everyone wearing a mask is pretending.